Okay.
There's two different offers in there, and it's 15% off, and two different ads, but still 15% off.
Yeah, you need a larger offer in order for that to really work, because I mean, people have already seen the offer. So what's going to get them to convert this go around?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because the other one was 15, so maybe then I'll increase it to 20%. Other than that, I don't know other offers to give unless I change like the text itself, like do a different text and test them.
Yeah, you can test different creatives. You can be more specific, like, hey, I saw you added to cart. Please complete checkout now. Those are like really the main things you can do to get a retargeting to convert.
Okay. And then I know you talked about the main when you have a main ad and you don't want to touch it, like it's your main source. You don't want to touch like the budget, but is there a threshold like where you're gonna actually stop at one point, like at a max budget that you're gonna actually stop at? Because this is 340 a day. I've seen consistent results, so like almost 700 to 800 bucks a day. Um, now, like, but is there a maximum? How long do you until you find that max?
I mean, I would just stay there and test other audiences
Okay.
until you find something that converts.
And what if you have trouble finding other audiences because like there's only so many, and I've tried the other ones. Like I turned off even the Cure Back Pain and Network that was doing well before, and it wasn't doing well after. Um, that's this was over. Yeah, it was at $23 a purchase.
What audiences is this that's working?
Um, this one is aging and lumbar. Actually, sorry, these ones were doing really well, like initially, and then at the beginning of the month, and in February, March, and I guess it just died out like last couple days. I since after our call, I've been looking at it closely, and I turned it off. I was like 25, 22 is like way beyond my max, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
mean, you could test new creatives and new audiences to see if there's a different angle you could come in about, so you have
Okay.
to find different things that are going to convert.
Okay, and if that like if those doesn't work, like it's, but in case that doesn't work and we do increase the budget on the other one, like would you only do it slowly over time and then until it starts not doing anymore and performing as well and then reducing? Because this is what have been happening before. We would have I would raise the budget and it wouldn't perform for a couple of days.
Yeah, no, that's why you want to stay consistent with your budget on this,
Okay,
because you're
yeah,
dependent on one source, right? If you're overly dependent on
fuck
one
it up.
source,
So, yeah.
you know, you have no other options.
Yeah. Okay. Then okay. Okay. Create more options, just fallbacks, just in case.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Chase. Have a good
no
day.
problem.
Bye.
Chet,
What's up, Chase?
hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. I had a question for you. The CEO of this Roof Max company, he wants to kind of test one of these multi-step forms. I wasn't sure if you knew a company who could make these, or if I'm better off just going and like hiring a freelancer to do something like this.
Um, yeah, this form is nice. It shouldn't be too hard to create. I mean, you can do this in something like Webflow.
Yeah, how is web? Is it hard to use?
Like, go to our site and then scroll down to the bottom.
Of your site?
Yeah. Yep, just that one. And then scroll to the very bottom. Yeah, like right here.
Of this?
Yeah. So, I mean, like, you can do these types of forms. And, like, you can hit get started. It'll skip this. It should be able to skip that automatically. Yeah, there you go. So, like, you can do things like these in Webflow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then just hit next.
And can you embed these onto like a landing page?
The Webflow, you can create the landing page through Webflow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would you recommend that over like Instapage and all that stuff?
Yeah, because then essentially you don't have anything that's embedded and it just makes the site load pretty fast.
Is it do you need coding? When I went through your course, I heard you mention it. It's fairly simple to kind of use and get started?
It's not the simplest, but I mean, there's lots of support. So like, it's not like, if you don't know how to do something, you have to like read some complicated thing. They have tons of video trainings on stuff. So like, you pretty much can get anything you need and learn it from anywhere, like figure out how to do it just by the amount of information they provide you.
Okay, cool. Well, it'll probably, I mean, it'll be worth it for me because I use landing pages all the time. So I'm looking, I mean, Instapage is cool. It's just their multi-step tool it's pretty limited. So
Yeah, you can always do the inspect tool to see if that's what that is that they're using here. But I mean, Webflow would be able to create this pretty quickly.
wait, how would I do that? Inspect?
Yeah, and then just click on the little icon up there that has the cursor in the box next to the word elements. Yep, click that and then scroll over on the left-hand side or scroll wherever it shows you the form.
Where would I go?
On the left-hand side, the other side.
Oh, right here.
Scroll down wherever the form is.
Down here.
And then just, now see what the form says. Click on it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really see what they use to create it. It might not even be embedded, to be honest with you. They might have just created that.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll look into Webflow then. And another thing, do you know any other good like YouTube courses or like mentors? I mean, like yourself, but for YouTube.
I get that question a lot.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're referring to like being direct and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking for someone because we're gonna start doing some YouTube ads. I don't know much about it. It seems fairly simple. I mean, do you have any recommendations for me? Just from, I know your agency does it, but I know you don't do it, or I don't think you do it, but.
No, our agency, we have people on our team who manage YouTube ads, but I haven't personally, spent too much time in there.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, for like local ads, local YouTube ads, I mean, would you recommend keeping it pretty open or, I mean, what do you think? If it's only like 100 or 200,000 person population, is it worth doing like keywords and stuff like that?
Yeah, just about any targeting is worth keeping open if it's such a small audience.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. Then, I mean, when you do things open, I feel like it's fairly simple. So I'll just test some different
Yeah,
things.
I mean, we apply our same methodology to like TikTok and Snapchat, and like results work just as well.
Are you seeing pretty good results with TikTok ads yet?
Yeah, we have lots of clients getting onto it right now.
Oh, really? Because I tested some for my Ocean Devoted jewelry store, but that was when like it was just launched, so it was kind of buggy, but I might try some again.
Yeah, what people are doing is they'll have somebody create a piece of content like an influencer. Then they have the influencer give them the ad authorization ID, and then they take the ad authorization ID. It's kind of like using existing post, except you can use an influencer's post that they created for you and use that in the ad.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Top.
Okay.
Well, 3, I'm sorry.
Boom. What am I telling you, dude? That's exactly. She didn't get 100K views on any of her videos. I tell her to do one thing, and then bam, she cranks 100K views on both of these. I got this TikTok shit figured out. I coach so many influencers on this stuff, and they're all doing insane views. Dude,
So let me
I
ask
guarantee you, every video now she does just off that advice is going to give her 100K views. And like,
So
I was telling you, I'm cranking 100K views, and it's me, man, like talking about this stuff, the most boring stuff ever. She could do millions.
Now, question I had is, does it matter does she has to stay in a certain category? I've heard before, I don't know how true it is, but like, let's say it's the POVs or the little skits. Can she bounce between different categories, or does it have to
I
stay in
would
the same?
love for her to be in different categories.
Okay. And then when the videos that she's choosing to kind of bookmark against, should they be how new should they be? Like within like a week or like 30 days, or you know how you said pick like one with like millions?
Oh,
or
it could be, as long as it's not a trend, it can be however old, you know?
as long as it's not a trend.
Like, think of like a trend as in like a specific type of dance, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's like really trendy right now. If she tries to do a trend of like last year's dance, people are going to be like, you know, why are you doing
Okay.
this dance again?
Got you. Okay. So basically fairly new is probably the rule of that's the easiest way to do it. Like let's say within the last 60 days or something.
I don't look at timeframes, but
Okay. Okay.
I wouldn't worry too much about it unless it is like a very hot trend.
Okay. Okay. And then the categories don't matter. Okay.
Yeah, categories don't matter because if she can be a well-rounded content creator and she
Uh-huh.
has a big following,
Uh-huh.
that's going to allow us to then, whenever she makes a post about her next release and stuff like that, it's going to get a lot of good engagements. Make sure her bio has the same thing as her Instagram. She can have the follow me on IG thing, but she needs to talk about how she's an artist there.
Okay. Yeah, because she gained like 3,000 followers like in
Boom.
2 days.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
You remember what you told me? You said, no, we've tried everything with TikTok. It doesn't work for her.
But I was I knew what you were saying, but like when I didn't think she was going to just jump on it. But after she did the first one, she was like, what the hell? Like, so then after that, it was easy. So it's like the literally the first video went. So it was a lot easier. We definitely tried it, but I was really just coming from her mental perspective. But now she's good now. She's ready to go. So
loaded with confidence.
Okay, yeah. All right, man. So I'll talk to you on Wednesday. I'll make those changes or whatever. Like when do we start doing lookalikes later on down the road and all that?
Yeah, it's a tough game right now to get into lookalikes. We need to figure out this the whole API thing.
What up, Chase?
Hey.
You can hear me?
Yes.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. So I was talking to that dude Feldon who comes to these calls every now and then, and I showed him my site, and he said that he thinks my conversions will increase significantly if I have a 2-step order form where you collect the email first and then shoot them an email right after they don't finish the cart and they abandon the cart. But Lead Pages doesn't allow me to do 2-step order forms, so I'm trying this new thing where I have a $4 tripwire going into my main product. And I've been running this for like 2 days. It's actually doing pretty good. Like I've got one audience that's 2.69 ROAS, 2.71. This one kind of sucks, 0.93, but I think it might pick up because it has the most clicks. It's still so early, so I don't know if you want to even bother like taking a look at it, but if you have any advice for what I should do moving forward with it, that would be super appreciated. He was also telling me that you want to have like 5 ads minimum. I have 4, which I think is probably okay, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, 5 ads is good. These 4 you're testing, that's 3 to 5 is great. Looks like your cost per purchase is way down.
It's pretty good. I can't complain.
Yeah, it looks great.
Should I scale any of these? Or?
Here. Double all of the ones that have purchases by $5.
Even this one that's at 0.93?
Oh, okay, hold on. Scroll down, scroll to the left again. No, don't scale that one.
Okay. But they're the same number of unique purchases, I believe. Or I think this one has one more unique purchase. These just have higher ROAS because they bought the upsell.
Okay, go based off unique purchases.
Okay. I think there's a way to look at that if I remember right. Right, is it one of these?
Yeah, you just choose unique for the purchase.
Let me take a look. Yeah, because ideally, most of the people are converting at $4, but then also converting at the next one, which is 19. And then the upsells after that are a little more high ticket, so it doesn't really matter as much. But
Has anybody
Uh,
ever done those other ones?
yeah,
Okay.
the most expensive is 37. It's not that high ticket, but I want to raise it eventually. I think that converts at like 3%.
Okay.
How do I do this?
You just type in purchase and then choose unique.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Roll over.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so 1, 1, 2.
Once they have unique purchases above 2 with a ROAS above 2, then scale them by double.
Okay, what if it's like 1.7 or something like that?
I mean, what's your preference on ROAS?
Honestly, anything above like 1.5 is great for me.
Okay, then you can double based off that.
Okay. This one is 0.93. I think, yeah, this is the ad that got both purchases. Will you just cut the other ones or wait?
Definitely wait. You need more purchases.
Okay.
You
So
need
you
a
think
lot.
just-
You need to wait longer. You need to wait until Wednesday to make any more. Just
Okay. So just do nothing until Wednesday, you think?
uh, double if you get multiple unique purchases, and then cut things if they don't get any purchases. Like once they hit, if they hit $15, cut them if they don't have any purchase.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So just leave it alone unless these guys get another unique purchase. Right?
Yeah. What's
ROAS stays over like
ADSR?
1.5, which it should.
What's
I'd imagine.
ADSER?
ADSR, it's like a producer's tool.
Okay, Logic
So,
Pro,
like-
is that a tool?
Yeah, it's a digital audio workstation.
And then, so those sound like tools. So I mean, maybe find some more tools.
Yeah, they're all kind of tools. I mean, I guess this one's not. This one's like general. This is like a company that sells a lot of products to my audience. This is a tool. This is a university. This is a tool. This is a tool. This is a tool.
Makes sense that the tools would get the
Yeah,
purchases.
I think so too.
Okay.
And I still have this campaign going from the stupid ass Facebook reps suggestion. Should I just turn it off?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it's
I'll do it
done
right
yet.
now. How long have I been running? Let me just see how long I've been running it for. Because part of me wants to just run it just so I can tell them like, look, like your thing didn't work, or see if it does work. You know?
I mean, you've spent pretty much the same amount as the other one, except the other one's actually getting conversions.
Yeah, you know what's funny is this one actually did get me a purchase, but it was a guy hitting me up for something else based off my ad. So he didn't actually buy my product, but he paid me like $75 to do something else for him.
Well, in that case, I mean, maybe continue to run it.
Okay. But then at
There's
this point,
weird
like, I'm
things
not
like
gonna-
that. I mean, like, there's indirect measurables that come from these things. Like,
Yeah. Right.
we optimize based off direct results here, but like at the end of the day, I'm sure everybody here's had something where they've gotten a result from their ad that, obviously didn't get tracked, but it was like some indirect thing, whether they wanted
Right.
to do an article with their business, wanted to work with them in some other shape or form, which is extremely valuable.
Yeah, for sure.
I have people
Okay.
like that all the time.
Yeah, I guess I'll just leave this on for a couple more days. I was thinking about just splitting the difference, and they said run it for 28 days, so maybe I run it for like 14 and see if it does anything.
Okay.
Do you think that's a good idea or no?
I mean, if you're going to listen to their suggestions, I would just do what they said.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll sleep on it.
Okay.
The last question I had is, do you have an email list that just gives notifications for these calls?
No, not anymore.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
Did you
still
change the
do that.
time?
Yeah, we keep adjusting the URLs to prevent anybody from getting access to them because people are trying to
Oh, got
release
it,
them
got it.
online. There was a mole
Oh,
in
I
the
see.
class.
Really?
We figured out who it was, but
Wow, no way.
yeah,
Wait, what was he doing? He was releasing them as his own content?
releasing content as in like from the actual core modules, and then was trying
Oh,
to
I
figure out a
see.
way to publish our URL online, and
Oh, no shit.
it's very easy to
That's
change these
crazy.
URLs. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so how do I keep up to date?
just keep accessing the weekly Q&A call links, and then just making sure you're checking the group to see.
Okay,
That's
what are the
only
new
way-
times?
That's the only way we prevent other people outside of this who haven't paid from getting access.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay, so what are the new times?
No, it's the same time as usual.
Oh, it's still 1 p.m. Central Time, or
It's
noon
12
Central Time.
p.m. Central, and then 6 p.m. Central on Wednesday.
Okay, so just to clarify for Eastern Time, because I'm in Boston, it's going to be 1 p.m. today for me, and then 7 p.m. on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, dope. All right,
Cool.
sweet, man.
Awesome.
I'm also curious because I heard you talk about TikTok in the last call, and that's
Yeah.
something I'm interested in getting into. We don't have to do it right now, but
I
at some point in
can
the
literally
somewhere
get
near
anybody
future.
100K views. I've gotten somebody 1 million followers. I've gotten somebody hundreds of thousands of followers.
Really?
I'm coaching
How
a
do
lot
you
of TikTok people right now.
how do you do it? You do it with ads or nah?
No,
Organic?
it's all organic. They're organic
Really?
strategies because I'm friends with a
Really?
couple of TikTokers who have 50 million followers. So
Ah,
they're just advising me, and I'm literally learning all the information directly from, the largest TikTokers out there. So
yeah. Is there a module on that in the course?
no, there's nothing on it. This is just something I've just been, testing on my end.
Got it. Got it. Would you mind sending me a video from one of these calls where you talk about that, and then I can go through that first?
Yeah, I'll
And
see
then,
if there's something we can release on those. A lot of those calls are behind doors. I've been skeptical of releasing them just because we're talking about, getting people millions
Okay.
of views
Yeah.
and how to do those strategies.
Yeah. Yep. Understandable. If you wouldn't mind sending me one of those videos though, I'd appreciate it a lot.
All right, cool.
And speaking of Feldon, I think he's in this call right now. So I'll jump off, let you go to the next person.
All righty. Thanks, Wes.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Bye. Mark? You can unmute your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you see my screen okay?
Yes.
Right, yeah. What I wanted to ask you today, Chase, was about this e-commerce campaign we're running. That's the product. This is a landing page you can see here. We've started it probably about 6 weeks ago as a CBO, and it's doing okay. If I look at it sort of maximum, you can see here, we're doing all right. The client's very much wanting to scale. We started off at $55 a day. We scaled it up to by 10% and then another 10%, so roughly on $70 a day now. Within this, it's all lookalikes, based off lookalikes. The problem we have, there's two problems. One is that we're still in this learning limited, which the client's not too happy about. And second, it's this scaling issue, because when we scale, we've not really seen a massive jump in more purchases in that time. But having said that, it is doing okay. So it's just really any advice what you think we could do next to scale it and just really up the ROAS. I think the ROAS is
Do it this month. Choose
Sorry?
this month.
Yes, this month, yes.
All right, select that time period, please.
Oh, sorry.
All right, your ROAS is pretty good. 4x.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
So typically we stack when performance is going down.
Yeah.
This performance looks like it's going up. If
Yes.
anything, you could switch to ad set level and scale budgets micro.
Yeah, I certainly can do that if you
Or
think
you
that's
could leave these alone and go after interest.
What we did think about interest. What do you think for something like that? What interest should we be looking at, do you think?
Anything related to that product, broad audiences.
So just general people running, walking, that sort of thing, really, just very open.
Yeah, exactly. Pain, stuff like that, like pain.
Okay.
Yeah, do interest testing, and then like once you find some audiences, you can stack those and you'll exit learning. Like if you stacked all these,
Yeah.
like the chances of you exiting learning would be up, but the likelihood of your cost remaining the same is not very likely. It would probably go down.
Okay. Okay. Do you think then with how much should we put on each interest and how many interests should we pick? So if we said 5 interests at $5 daily,
That's exactly what you do.
Okay, so 5 interests, $5.
And then those are converting for like 2 weeks. Then 1 week they're down. That's when you stack.
Okay.
It's like your golden ticket to exit learning, essentially.
Okay, so we'll try them all at five interest, $5 a day, wait and see what happens, and start stacking them, but leave these ones as they are, basically. Don't change anything here.
Right. Yeah, that's correct.
And I don't know why these haven't fired. We've got add to carts worldwide. I mean, I guess it's because we just...
the campaign budget is drowning those out because it doesn't think there's any opportunities. So it's completely closing off spend on them for you, which is not a bad thing. It just means your campaign pretty much understands what it wants to do, which is actually good.
Yeah.
And it looks like you do have one out of learning. And look at your cost, it's fairly consistent.
Yeah, that's today, actually. I've only just noticed that one just before I came on the call. I noticed that had come out of learning.
I think your campaign's pretty much learning exactly what it's doing. It already knows, I think, because look at your cost. It's $11.03 on the worldwide.
Yeah.
1%, and then it's the same exact thing on your add to carts worldwide, which that's fairly accurate. I mean, it's not even within a penny's difference. I mean, it's onto a T.
Yeah.
So I'd leave this one alone. It knows what it's doing. Go find another set of interest to go after, and you'll be, rolling.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I'll try that, Chase. Well, the ads themselves, we haven't actually, in fact, on this one, only running 2 ads because the others weren't doing anything. But the main business really comes from this ad. And what I did was, as you said before, is stacking the user page posts to stack the engagement. The engagement's doing really, really well.
Awesome. You're asking how to do it?
Sorry?
Are you asking how to stack it?
No, I know we've done that. And I think that's why we're getting so many.
Stacking is good because it adds momentum.
Yeah. So, and we're getting really loads of comments and loads of direct messaging and all that kind of thing. So this is the advert that seems to be doing the majority of the business, to be honest.
It makes sense. The copy, buy one, get one. It has the offer. It has text in the image, which is great. It shows the ad directly. Free shipping. That's a big selling point. The offer is extremely bold in the headline. I mean, these are all the essentials of a great ad. And it makes sense why it's doing, 6X plus.
Superb. So we'll just use this ad then. We'll just use it as the same post and just put it on together.
Oh yeah. Take the other one too. That's converting.
Yeah, it does. It's a bit more
slow on spend. I can tell you why, because it doesn't have the offer in it.
On the visual email, on the actual image.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we started this one later on. Actually, I think it's
like you see that circle going around it.
Yeah.
Like. What does that mean? Nobody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Those are halos for all we know. We don't know what that is. Hyperloops.
Yeah.
Does it mean it's cold? Does it mean it's tight? What does it mean? That's why the text on the other one's good.
Yeah. So maybe then in terms of improving the adverts, make sure we have that bold buy one, get one free on all of the adverts, and really is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's great. I think that's everything I need to know for that. So we'll just try the interests, and then we'll speak to you again, and I'll speak to you again on Wednesday and see how we get on. How long should I leave the interests for, do you think?
A couple of days, yeah. I mean,
okay.
3 to 7 days.
Excellent. Okay. The other quick one I was going to ask you about was the one we talked about on Wednesday. The real estate agent, that's actually had a couple of leads actually over the weekend. But what I was going to ask you was, the very first one we did was a lead magnet. And I just wondered, do you think it's worth trying that as well? When I find the actual. So it's really a free guide to how to sell your house quickly. And what we did we used it really for the retargeting thing. We didn't market to them directly. We just used it as an audience. Is it worth, do you think, having another look at that?
You can give it a shot. Yeah. I don't see why not. Yeah. The only thing is I'm thinking in my mind, certainly test it, because you might get people who get it and then, just want to do it themselves, or get people who get it and then want to, hire you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Did they move the lead form up to the top?
The what, sorry?
The lead form onto the top of the page.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. That's literally the web developers can do it this week. So we did change the image, but we're going to get rid of the image, like you said, and then put that, move the lead form to the top. Yeah, absolutely. That's in progress. So I'll let you know when that's done, how we get on with that. We're still learning limited with this, but and obviously we switched the lookalike off.
Wonderful.
But this does seem to be, like I say, this is done okay over the weekend. I mean,
Yeah, all things will be solved through the landing page. We had a client that was paying like 400 per lead. We said, hey, model this landing page exactly. And we showed them the example. They modeled it and the lead cost was $4 per lead thereafter.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was like 100 times decrease.
Yeah. Oh no, that'll be in place, I think, by Wednesday. So we'll have a look then. But that's great, Chase. Thanks very much for your help on those.
Yeah, no problem. Things are looking good.
Thank you.
Welcome, Eli. If you can unmute your mic and share screen.
Hi, Chase.
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey.
Is this an iPad?
So I started this cold interest here.
Okay.
Yes, an iPad. So much smoother. Let's see if it loads. I launched 15 interest yesterday.
Okay.
And I can see that 3 of them have started to get one sale.
Yeah, results are already looking
These
good.
3.
10x.
Yeah. To start shutting some of them off, or
No, you need multiple purchases on them. Once you get like 2 to 3 purchases, double the spend on them.
Okay.
And then once you pass, well, what currency are you in?
Swedish, so it's divided by
Swedish?
10 to get it in dollar.
Okay, so for
Yeah.
Scroll over to the left. How much are you spending daily? It looks like 50 Swedish dollars.
$5.
Okay.
Daily.
Yeah. So I mean, like once you go like
Swedish.
if you go like 4 days or 5 days without any purchase audits on the audience, cut them.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
did you launch these?
All right. 19 hours ago.
Oh
So
wow.
at midnight.
Nice. You're already getting purchases. Yeah. So like in like 3 to 4 days, start cutting the ones that have no purchases. Okay.
All right. Then I wanted to ask you about, I started also a lookalike audience.
Yeah.
This hasn't gone so good, I think.
Yeah, it's because the API,
only
the iOS stuff, it's really prohibiting a lot of things. Scroll all the way over to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, the ROAS is incredible for the ones that are getting purchases for your audiences, which is really good to know. I feel like your ROAS is going to be so amazing after you optimize this account. It's going to be crazy. What is the cost per purchase on your items? It has to be high. No?
29 pounds.
Wow.
Is it?
Wow. Okay. Well, never mind.
The one I'm running for now.
This is going to be really scalable in the future. Okay. So just, yeah, like after another day, cut these audiences with no purchases here, and you'll come back to lookalikes later on.
Okay.
All you're doing is just cutting audiences with no purchases.
Do you have any
and
other
doubling the ones
recommendations?
with a couple purchases.
Okay. All right. Do you have any other recommendation that I can focus on?
No,
Beside that?
those are the main things. Your results are gonna be really good once you start doing those things.
All right. Should I launch more interest, or should I be focusing on this one?
No, just focus on these for now. Once they get a couple more purchases, start doubling the spend on them.
Yeah.
And then just cut the ones that don't, and then you're gonna start seeing results really turn up.
All right. And
Really
you said
slow.
if I get,
It's gonna be a slow process for the next couple of days, but after that, it's gonna start picking up really quick.
all right. And you said if I get 2 or 3, I start to doubling.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, no problem. Filled in.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Chase.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good.
Glad to be on the call. So I did everything that we discussed from the last call. I went ahead
Are you
and
sharing? Perfect.
I started testing with the new interest. Two
Okay.
out of the 5, I think we did.
Yeah.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 interests. 2 out of the 6 got a purchase.
Makes
And
sense. These look a little bit more far-fetched for audience types.
okay.
Apple Inc., that's really broad,
Yeah.
Other very generic, but that makes sense. Okay. Well, at least we know.
And so yeah, they've spent about 22. The iPhone and JavaScript got sales almost immediately. So I doubled the budget the next day. They've been running since March 31st. And nothing since then. This stacked interest one that we did went crazy. Since we launched it at 120 a day, it's done 16 purchases and it's doing 2.69.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
And all of the ads in the ad set are performing at around the same. They're all around like $30 a purchase.
And
So
that's the beauty. Like, is the moment you have interest audiences going downhill, stack them, and then what's it do? Revives the entire thing, and then it
Yeah.
just unloads on results. It's incredible how efficient this process is.
So do
Yeah.
I just leave it at 120 until it exits learning, or?
So what was it this month? How many days has it been?
Oh, you want to see this month? 5. So
5
let's
days. Yeah, just leave it where it's at and see,
Okay.
over the next couple of days how it does. And then just continue to test additional interest and turn off these with no purchases.
Okay, so I'm gonna kill all of these and just add some more into the
That
campaign.
makes-
And so let the ones that got conversions keep running for
Yeah.
now.
And then look for side hustles and stuff like that.
I've tried side hustles as an interest before, I think, but I'm definitely gonna try it again.
No, look for side hustles.
Oh, like DoorDash, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff people were juggling multiple, balls with.
Okay, that makes sense. And then so for the lookalike this month, we don't have any sales at all this
Cut
month.
that entire campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Lookalikes are gone. They're done.
So no more lookalike audience?
Not for now. They've just been annihilated. Everybody needs to get once this conversion API is a little bit more simpler for everybody to implement, it's going to make lookalikes revived again. But right now, it's just going to be too complicated to get every single person to know how to set it up because every business has to set it up differently.
Okay.
So it's
And-
not like a simple, step by step for every person.
I got you. That makes sense. My retargeting is going crazy. I've been scaling the budget back on the days where it's not performing, and then the sales just went. Like yesterday, I had it at 75, and the previous day it only got 1 purchase, so I dropped it to 70. I woke up today and got 4 sales today.
That's how you do it. I always
And
say
it's gonna-
scale back to scale up.
It's gonna exit learning in 3
Uh-huh.
purchases.
Yeah, you're going to exit learning tomorrow.
I'm excited for that. And
Yeah.
so
Things are on
I
fire
guess-
here.
I guess my last question would be about the TikTok. I heard you mention that. I have a TikTok where some of my videos have 3 million views. I have 18,000 followers. I don't know
Dope.
what the hell I'm doing though. I don't understand why. I'm just winging it.
Yeah. Did you find me through TikTok?
No, I found you through YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I was watching one of your free videos, and then I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I see your content. You could be doing 500,000 views per video.
Wow.
These last 18 videos you've made, they're not the right videos you need to be creating.
Any advice in terms of what videos I should be creating?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can probably get 100K in the next 7 days. Just go ahead and type in the word phone repair on TikTok right now.
Okay.
And then you see the top video that has 1.1 million.
Crunchy.
And then look to the right that has 5.6 million likes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, a customer came in.
Repeat everything he did in that exact video.
Oh, wow.
repeat the exact thing you did in that video, publish it, and when you do that, you're going to get 10% of the views and engagements, because it's impossible to replicate a video perfectly, you know, and like everybody's, you know, you can't mimic his voice, you can't mimic his, you know, his hand movements exactly and his background, you know.
Yeah.
But try to get as close as possible, and like typically it's almost always 10% of what it is. So like you always find the best video, the biggest one. So 5.6 million views, that's got to be like, you know, probably like 7 million views, or no, it has to be like 10 or 20 million views probably.
Wow.
That one's
Oh.
about 26 million views. So if you get 10% of that, that's 2.6 million views you'll get.
So this
Or-
5.6 million one, right?
Okay, a customer came in with
Yeah, that exact video right there that you're looking
Okay. Okay, I know that guy too. He's the one who introduced me to TikTok.
at. Nice.
I just never thought to like look at the content that he posts.
It's
Like, I never.
it's called remixing. You're just remixing somebody else's content. It's
Right,
like
it's so
by
simple,
far the
but
number one.
genius.
Yeah, none, even big TikTokers aren't even doing it. And when they do, they see insane results. I have a guy that gets 30 million views, 10 million views, 15 million views. Somebody literally like modeled his thing and did the exact same amount of views. And like,
Wow.
it was insane.
That shouldn't be too hard at all, because I
No,
have
it's-
all around the house, like all day.
Look, every person I tell it to ends up getting millions of views, hundreds of thousands of engagements, and, you know, tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of followers. It's literally the code.
And is your agency running paid TikTok ads as well?
Yes. Yeah. The thing is, like, once people are in on our service for like, if somebody chooses to work with any one of our services, whether it's Facebook, Google, YouTube, or TikTok, whichever one it is, every service thereafter is only, you know, after the second service, it's like 250 to add an additional service. So like we have clients who have Facebook and Google with us, and then like getting TikTok for them, it only costs them 250 for us to manage it for them.
Wow.
So like once clients pass the second service, they're just adding in all these services because we don't charge, but, you know, pennies for it after that.
And you do YouTube?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Is that something we could discuss on the call, or should I contact you privately, like for like cost?
Yeah, you can submit stuff on our agency side. It's pretty hard to get into our agency. There's a lot of qualifications that you have to go through. So yeah, you can certainly try to apply, and our team will see, you know, you'll see what they say.
I remember reading about it before. Like, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
It definitely does sound good. Thank you. I don't think I have any more questions for this call. So for now, it sounds like just keep everything running for the interest. Just keep testing the interest, let them run for a few days. And then I guess we touch base on the Wednesday call and we see what to do next.
Yeah, just make sure to have a call to action in your TikTok bio pointing to your URL. Like
I think I do. No?
You probably do. I didn't check. I was just
Profile.
saying it in case.
Oh, like a down arrow? I'll do
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Okay. Yep, I'll do that.
And
now.
don't use a link tree. It's banned on TikTok.
Really? What?
Yeah. By the way,
Wow.
when I click on your link, it says, sorry, this link is not safe. Please don't use. And it doesn't even show me a
Wow.
button to use it. So you're not getting anybody from that.
Thank you for letting me know. And then TikTok is like really weird. So they told me I can't run ads to my website on their platform because I'm teaching people how to repair phones. I'm like, that doesn't make, like, I literally got an email from one of the people. So I'm trying to figure out how am I supposed to run ads to my site through their platform if they don't want me mentioning that I teach people how to repair iPhones.
Just make videos about it.
Okay.
Once you get like a couple 100,000 followers, which shouldn't take you but a month to do doing this strategy, then just start talking about best side hustles, then start talking about what you do. And then like the comments will just come pouring in by the hundreds. And then
Okay.
you just have everybody linked up organically. Once that happens, then TikTok's going to have no other option but to allow you to run ads.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna go see that video. Thank you.
Alrighty. No problem. Khalid? Can you unmute your mic? And then share your screen and ask your question.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And start video, I guess. Sorry, it's my first time doing this.
No worries.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So this is my ads manager. You can see everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm currently running 2 products. My setup is pretty simple. I just have lookalikes and interests.
Mm-hmm.
So I only started running this Saturday. So let me go back to Saturday here. So we can look at the first product here. So lookalikes, interests. Let's filter by selection. So yeah, I got these 2 running here. So this one, I guess it didn't really do that too well on Wednesday. Wait. Okay, so let me look at. So first of all, my lookalikes are just not performing at all.
Cut them off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shut them off. We'll go into my interest testing here. So I tested 25 different interests here. Sorry, 20 different interests.
Yeah.
So I kind of got the memo late about not using like being within a certain threshold of ad variations. I actually tested like 27 different ad variations per ad set.
Okay.
So like I need to start turning off ads because apparently
Yes.
I'm like at a limit here.
Yeah.
I'm, like,
Get down to like 3 to 5 ads per audience.
Okay, cool. So like
You start cutting things. I mean, just keep the things that are converting and get rid of everything else. You don't have time to find out if it works or not. They're going to shut them off.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not even like spending. So if I
Yeah.
just do this,
There's
like,
nothing
real
you can
quick-
do other than cut things that don't have purchases and just keep the things that do. I mean, your ROAS is incredible for the audiences and ads that are converting.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
cool.
I mean,
So
once you make all those optimizations, you'll see the 4x plus ROAS.
okay, so should I just like select these and then go into here and then just start turning stuff off that doesn't have purchases, or like
So
what-
these 3 ads here at the
Yeah.
top,
Yeah.
scroll up, you see these 4, let's go with these 4 ads.
Yeah.
Take a mental note of these 4 ads. Those are the
Yeah.
only 4 ads in every single audience you should have now.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. That makes a lot
Or
of sense.
be
Also,
careful,
this
the
ad
eliminate
too.
snoring, and then the text is different. So those 5 ads, just count up
Okay.
how many variations are there and keep that exact amount in each.
Yeah, I'll look into it and try to make sense of it all. But like, yeah, I just wanted to
Your
run that by
ROAS
you.
is crazy right here.
Thanks, man.
That is
So-
insane. 14 to, what is that? Scroll up a little bit. Yeah, 14 to 153x. I mean, my God,
Yeah.
that's awesome,
Sorry.
dude.
Thanks, man. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. And then what about these in terms of these interests? So these are the ones that got purchases so far. Should I start shutting off all this other stuff? They all have over like $10 spent.
Yeah, cut everything else.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So it's looking good so far. I think once I cut off all this other stuff that's going
We're
on.
gonna just be like printing grains.
Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Yeah, so fairly simple, man. Not too much going on. Let me just go run you by the other product real quick as well.
Okay. Looks to be doing just as well.
Yeah, this one's probably even doing a little bit better than the last
Yeah.
one. So
Is this a 4.75 with testing?
yeah, this is
Wow,
testing. So I
look, your
tested.
costs are unreal. They're all like $4.99. I mean, it's so consistent. You know,
Thanks,
that
man.
tells us that your
Yeah.
scaling is going to be so wild. It's
Wow,
so easy.
My-
You're going to see such high returns.
that's
You're
amazing.
really
Man.
about to enjoy these next couple of weeks.
Thanks, man. My break even is 1.2 ROAS, so it's like
Yeah,
insane.
well,
It's like
I don't know
insanely
what you
profitable.
have planned for vacations, but
Hopefully, it
it won't
continues
take long to
go.
start thinking about it.
All right, so yeah, man. So this is pretty
Same
much the same thing.
process.
Yeah, same process here. Go into here,
Yeah.
and I guess just start shutting all this stuff
Be
off.
very
'Cause now,
careful. Make sure you only turn off the ads that are not. So you take a mental note of these. You
Yeah,
don't turn
yeah.
off any ads with this. Even if they have no
Okay.
purchases in your other audiences, you don't turn them off if they're the same ones.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. I'll like take my time and make sure that I'm doing all that correctly. But yeah, oh yeah, I just have a couple quick questions. So what's the latest time of the day that you would consider like changing a budget?
Look, I think if you make all these changes now, you're going to be 15x plus with this
Yeah.
campaign. And then like
Yeah.
once it's running, you're going to be like seeing ROAS numbers that, I couldn't even explain how high these are about to be.
Okay, awesome, man. That sounds amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess that's all I need to worry about for now. I shouldn't really think about stacking, or maybe I can start increasing budgets.
No, the key thing
slightly.
here is just make sure that you set aside any greed that you that could potentially come up, because you're going to see such good results. It's going to be hard
Yeah.
not to want to, go crazy on like certain spending and stuff. It's just continue to remain.
Yeah.
Process.
I've had that with past stores in the past, and I realized
Uh-huh.
like in terms of scaling, you just gotta like take your time and not
Very
like
much
to
so.
jump the gun. Yeah.
It's certainly a long game here.
Yeah. Okay, cool, man. That's pretty much it, man. So yeah, like I tested like I literally just followed everything you said in the course, man. I just tested as many interests as I can. Just gonna shut off all these, keep the ones that are working, and just try to scale from there, man.
Yeah, you're doing an awesome job.
Perfect,
Keep
man.
doing it.
All right, cool, man. I'll talk to you on Wednesday then, I guess.
Awesome. Thanks, Khaled.
Okay, cheers, man. Take care.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Antonius?
I'm here. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Glad to be here. Okay. Yeah. So I was actually, my account was disabled for 2 days during the weekend. So yeah, I changed my payment method and they disabled my account because of suspicious activities. I kind of, yeah, went nuts, but it's okay now. It's enabled again. So I'm here right now in the interest. Should I go 1 week?
This month?
This month, okay. This month. Okay. So I was not working.
Yeah, you can double spend on all these. I mean, you have 11x, 25x, 10x.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because Halston, it's the second purchase from Halston already.
Yeah, very much so. Definitely increase spend by twice on all three of those.
So basically 10.
Yep.
10. I got 2 purchases today, but they're not showing up. I don't know why.
It's got to be if ad blocker or, something else. I mean, that's going to continue to happen. It's just a matter of checking to see where your conversions are coming from. There is one thing we could try really fast. If you go to
Okay.
Shopify, this might work.
I actually, yeah, okay, I will.
You can check where the source originated from, but most likely
Okay.
it's just a Google search. Go to customers and then click on somebody that click on somebody that came through that hasn't showed up in the ads manager.
This one and this one.
Okay, click on one. And then just click on it's not showing up for you. Yeah, you don't have it. Try the other one real fast. There's normally a spot that says view source, but yeah, you don't
Oh,
have
I
it.
see this, but not here on, I see this on iPad actually, not sure why.
Huh.
I like view conversion details. And
Yeah.
it says per session from Instagram.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
yeah. Meaning they must have gone from the ads to Instagram. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, anyhow, I figured out like I got most of the purchases from, not most, all of the purchases from Instagram anyhow. Do you suggest like I should be going only to Instagram?
No, Facebook will do that for you. It'll automatically shift the budget.
Okay, cool. For this one that we turned off together, which was Poland, it got a purchase and it's marked here. I don't know, it's not marked here right now. This month. Ah, okay. It's new month. Just a second. That's why I turned it on again, actually. Is that okay? Where is it?
Can you repeat that?
Website. I said the ad, like Bikini Beachwear Poland, which we turned it off, like got a purchase, like
Always
it
turn
was
it
a
back on.
button
if you got a
checkout, it got a
purchase.
purchase, like during this weekend when I was off.
Yes,
when
turn it back on if it was
Okay.
off.
Yeah, okay, no, I did already. Okay, just like, okay, let's see. So what about retargeting? Like I turned this to on. It's one is retargeting IG interactions and one is all website visitors. Do you think it's worth them having them on?
Yeah, you might need to have an offer in there, like a special offer.
What should that be? Like already have free shipping?
You know, percentage off.
Okay.
Yeah, percentage off, and then that's really the main thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, one question quick. Like because I wake up and it's kind of when I start my day, it's nighttime and yours. Should I be like pausing ads or should I just leave it like that?
How do you mean?
Like for example, if I go back to Shopify and my analytics, if you check yesterday, you will see like how drastically like people get.
Yes,
Like,
because the times you're looking at are going to be different than the US.
yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, is it worth like pausing ads during your nighttime? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
at.
fine to do that. You have to optimize based off the view you have, you know. If you launch an ad account, you could always set the time zone in like a US time zone, but
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
yeah, but I mean, you can't change the time zone once you launch it.
Okay, okay. Going back, is it the time to create some lookalike audiences, or am
No.
I still?
Yeah, you got a
No?
lot of purchases to go.
Okay. What about content views, lookalikes? Nothing.
No lookalikes at the moment.
Okay, one more question regarding the ads. Like, should I also be like turning off those that aren't performing at all?
Yes.
I heard from your previous conversation.
Yes, turn off any ads that aren't performing.
Okay. And about the TikTok, I heard a lot about the TikTok today. Do you have any recommendations where to start, really?
Do you have a TikTok?
Yeah, I created it and I actually never posted much on it, just one video till now. I didn't know how to go around with it, really.
Yeah, just start making videos, and then once you start posting, we can start critiquing things.
Okay, so basically just start making videos.
Yeah, just start making TikToks. They need to be, I'll be able to give you an example once you actually have some posts, because then I can critique it. But you know, fast cuts are good. Short videos are good.
Okay.
And then from there, we can start to get you in the hang of, you know, producing content that's getting lots of views.
Okay, about the interest, because I added much more of them now. Should I be turning them like still 4 or 5 days, like you
Yeah,
said?
turn them off if they don't have any purchases. Double them if they have, you know, a couple purchases.
One purchase or like two? What about the ones that like have already purchases and when I double them aren't performing? Should I go down? Like, should I go back? I mean, like for example.
Yeah, that's fine. The thing is, you just need more volume. So
Okay, so just leave them basically, or go
Mhm.
back to 5.
No,
Leave them.
scale them back. But that one that has 3 purchases, you can increase that one again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So 20?
No, 15.
15.
Yeah, you can go by increments of 5 for now.
And leave those other ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all for me.
Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Speak soon. Bye.
Yes, bye. Fahad?
Hi, Jess.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. We have closed the VIP campaign for because we have got now 550 VIPs who paid for becoming the subscription to get 51% discount on our campaign.
Okay,
And we got 2,500 email subscription.
wonderful.
So we have totally 3,000 people, including 500 paid subscribers who will get first email of our launch on
Yes.
Kickstarter. So Kickstarter provides you to track using Google Analytics only. There is no other way. If you know something, let me know how we can put ads on the, because our plan is to, we have already sent the emails about our VIP campaign launch, which will be on Wednesday. And we ask people to buy back the product or buy the product within 5 minutes. So we want to raise our full amount within 5 to 10 minutes. And then we will do with PR that we have raised this money within 5 minutes. I mean, fully funded in 5 minutes. And we can also make some ads relevant to it. And then we will post it on all the PR and on the Facebook and everywhere. And also, of course, then we will launch also from the second day of the campaign. We will also send the email to all the non-VIP subscribers, which is 2,500 list, to tell them to come and get the product on our page. So my point is, we can also launch Facebook ads. So how we can track if there are conversions. Do you know something about Kickstarter?
There's only one way that comes to mind that I know you could track, but it's going to be such a long process to set up. And if you don't know anything about development, then it's going to be complicated. You can go through the Google Cloud server, set up a conversion API, and then reroute domain listings to have the data sent to a backend server that pings through Google Analytics and then shares the data back to the conversion API on Facebook. But it's a long process to set up, and it costs money to do so. And
okay.
a lot of
I also find something I can share with you. With the Google Analytics, we can make goals and we can give the link like, okay, if somebody
if you're just going to track it through Google, that's perfect.
If we can make goals, and then in Zapier, we can connect the goals to the Facebook events, conversion events in Zapier.
Yeah.
So will that send the Facebook click ID also? Because we want to also track it's coming from Facebook.
I don't believe so. I don't know. Unless you're on G4, it might pick that up, but you'd have to check.
Mm-hmm. Because I just thought we can connect through Google Goals to Zapier to Facebook, but we need to know if we are getting Facebook click ID, because without that, it's useless. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only way that I know you can definitely do the IDs is with Google Cloud Platform and using an app engine.
Okay. Google Cloud, what will be set up? We have developers, but I don't know how big it is to do big work. Can you share some article, something?
Yeah, they're only dev articles.
We can look into it if we can do it, if it is not long.
No, it'll take a while.
It will take a while.
Yeah, it's going to take definitely like a couple hours to configure each piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And less than 10 hours? Less than 10 hours?
Potentially. I mean, it could take 24 hours just for some things to load.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you said I should check Google Conversion API and?
It's the Facebook Conversion API with Google Cloud.
Okay, Facebook Conversion API, we already used it in our PHP backend. We already know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So Google Cloud, okay. And Google Analytics will send the event to Google Cloud, you mean? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it just reroutes it.
Okay. I'll check it out. Let's see.
If you don't have direct access to, if your Kickstarter is going to be that Kickstarter link, it won't work. I don't think. Yeah, no, because you're going to have to use the DNS.
Oh, so we cannot do that.
No.
Because Kickstarter will not let us do anything on their website.
No. Yeah, because you're not masking any URLs here, so it's not going to route correctly.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so what do you suggest then? We should just send the traffic on the
Yeah.
content page?
Just treat it as normal. I mean, you know, there's only so
Uh-huh.
much you can do there. It's limited.
Okay, so then we cannot optimize it. We can just send it to the interest which already worked out. Use
Yeah,
that same
that's right.
interest. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
All right, you as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Justin, if you can unmute yourself and then share your screen to ask your question.
Hey Chase, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, great. So I just recently joined the class, so I haven't really scratched the surface on everything yet. But yeah, I'll sort of
Congrats.
take you through where we're at. So I've been running ads for my client who sells Lightroom presets. You actually did a website audit when you
Yeah,
were
I'm
doing
familiar.
Yeah,
I
and
recognize the name immediately.
yeah, and yeah, since then it's been going okay. First month of this year was really good because we ran a sale for basically the whole month and got around a 4x ROAS for the whole month, which was good. Since then, I guess naturally it's sort of not been as profitable, but still doing okay. So I've been trying a few things out, but this is the sort of rough account structure.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I really wanted to get a sense of is just how the retargeting for something like what we're doing should be structured. So at the moment, it's just lumped in like all website visitors and all of the different social channels that my client actually runs. So she has 3 different Instagram accounts, all which are like doing very well, and one of which is like an interiors account. The other one is just more of like a lifestyle kind of influencer sort of account, and then the other one is the account for the business, so Presets by Kelsey. And they're all you know growing at quite a good rate, but they're sort of all just lumped in along with all website visitors and the other kind of typical things that you would have on in retargeting. But do you think that I should be like segmenting them out so that so I've just got retargeting, which kind of covers all of those bases.
The ROAS and cost per purchase is good here. If you have a high volume, you could certainly split them out to test, but I mean, like your ROAS probably will be all over the place.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it being stacked how it is right now is fine.
Okay. And so then, yeah, I guess it's just kind of getting a sense of, obviously I'll go through the course and implement everything from there. But from where we're at the moment, the cold kind of campaign. So I had a testing campaign and I was going to start to test out different ad sets, and I had a few different ideas around lookalikes to run, but I'm hearing from the call that you're sort of saying lookalikes is a bit of a no-go at the moment.
Yeah, that's correct.
So the one lookalike that I was having success with, I then from a video that I saw of yours where you said stacking broad audience with your most successful lookalike. So the one successful lookalike that I had was this 5% view content, which was doing okay, and then so I just created it, made it a CBO campaign, and then put the broad audience ad set in there. Would you say that's a good approach, or should
I would leave these two alone, and I would just launch an interest campaign and test a lot of interest.
Okay. So, would it be helpful to see this site just to get a sense of what interest might be good to start launching with?
You can go after presets. You can go after Lightroom. You can go after photography. You can go after all of those are going to work. All of them. You know, just targeting Adobe Creative Suite, targeting anything Adobe related, Photoshop. Videography, wedding planner, not wedding planner, but like wedding photography. Those stuff.
One of the big competitors in this space, they do a lot of their ads around, you know, like mum and baby kind of content. We don't really have like the sort of photography for that because my client's not got kids, doesn't have access to that sort of thing. I suppose you could buy stock, but it's yeah, she just hasn't gone down that route yet. Okay, so you think with the keep everything like it is at the moment, and then just start testing different interests.
That's right.
Would it be useful to see some of the ads just to get a sense of that?
No, I think those things will get your ROAS up almost immediately.
Okay. All right.
You can show me your ads if you have a bunch of different ones, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar sort of stuff to what you had previously seen in the audit. So I'll just show you within here. So, we're doing like a quick like long weekend.
yeah, like click on this interior carousel A. That type of ad is the only thing you really need. The one that has a 6x ROAS. If you have that in all these audiences, it's going to work.
Yeah.
Those interior design photos, anytime we've ever done anything in the preset industry, anything interior related converts like crazy.
Yeah. So the interior preset is the one that like just staggeringly outperforms everything else.
Yes. Always.
Which is why I guess maybe some interests around the home potentially could be profitable.
Yeah. And then like influencers, Instagram influencers use these things. So
yeah, that's her like big kind of audience. You know, like a lot of the people that follow it are also influencers. And with we're spending at the moment, I guess it's like £38 across all of this. And then the bottom of funnel is just kind of it's initiate checkout and add to cart, which has historically over the lifetime of since we've been running it been one of the best performing campaigns. It's just recently it's not been.
Anytime you run a big sale, it's going to take away from this.
Got you. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, okay. So launch some interest. So yeah, we're spending £38 at the moment a day. Happy to spend a bit more to start testing some interest. I know that you typically would say like $5 US for testing any new interest. What's your kind of benchmark for pounds? Just like the exact conversion of that?
Yeah,
would have to be £5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you say it's okay to test like a few interests, but like clients probably not going to go for, you know, doing like 15 or 20 at any given time.
You can do 5, 10. There's no set number on testing interest.
Okay, so it doesn't matter so much if they're not being simultaneously kind of set.
No, it doesn't matter how many you test. It's just a matter of testing them.
Okay, and when you're testing those new audiences, would you always recommend just excluding everything to do with the retargeting kind of pool?
You can retarget, you can exclude purchases.
Just exclude purchases. What about website visitors as well?
Not unless you have like 30,000 plus website visitors.
On a monthly basis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it probably does push that just about.
Okay. The moment you pass really it's tough to do that because the moment you pass like 100,000, then you don't want to exclude them because then it's like too many people are getting excluded out of the audience, which prohibits optimization.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, I guess over the next few days we'll launch some different interests and then kind of circle back and let you know how it goes. Is there anything else that off the bat you would suggest? Or also?
The only other thing would just be pre-purchase, in cart, and post-purchase upsells.
Yeah, so we've actually got that already. So I can just show you. We also the last time we spoke, we upgraded to Shopify and did that.
Wonderful.
Which it's just like a much better sort of experience.
Oh, I can imagine.
So yeah, this is the like pre-purchase, so it triggers it at the cart level when you go to checkout, and then there'll be after you've actually purchased, then a similar pop-up would come out after the thank you page with a different kind of offer, and then we've got that on a a platform called Honeycomb Upsells where you can split test them out. But we've only been running that for like a few weeks. We were doing one-click upsells, which you had recommended, but big issue with them is that they didn't have very good like PayPal integration, and a lot of the customers are based in the UK and Europe. So
Gotcha.
So having to skip out with PayPal, if people use that, it meant that it wasn't really firing for that many people. So yeah, that's kind of where.
Cool. Thanks. Awesome. Yeah, that'll definitely be a good strategy to go with.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll launch some interest and then speak next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.